today we're going to take a look at some contour makeup. This little set that I got from Amazon comes with a beautifully contoured little brush. I really do wish you could feel this brush because it is so soft. It contours nicely into your face and is wooden. It's really quite solid wood. The colours in the palette are much like an artist's palette. There are a whole range of different colours. Most of them are quite dark because bear in mind that what you want to do is to highlight and shadow the face to change the features. There are also some greys and greens and pinks to go in and out, basically just to mix and match to bring out different colours within your own skin texture. Now, what I'm going to use this for is, as you can see, being an old hag, I have these jowls and I would really like to hide them. So that's what I'm going to do right now. Now this is the very first time that I've ever used these, so if you're new to them and I can master it, then you can master it. So let's have a little shot then, shall we? Okay, I'm going to take the big brush first and using the darkest of colours, that's the very darkest one, I'm going to try just contouring at the bottom here. Now it's going on actually really quite nicely. It's not particularly harsh, which is good. That's what I want to see. Now I'm just shading in basically the big fatty bits that hang around. I'm a woman of that type of age, what can I say? Always getting little bits of fat hanging around my face. So I want to get rid of this fat. Well, I would love to get rid of this fat, but I'm going to hide it. Okay, so as you can see now, there's a slight difference now to the jowls, that it's not quite as prominent. What I'm going to do next is to take the next colour down and just go right across the actual jaw line there, just to bring that in a little bit more on both sides. Actually, I don't know how good the light is on here, if it's maybe not the best, but there we go. So now you can see the face is starting to come in a little bit. Now, again, an age thing, bags under the eyes. So what you can do with the bags under the eyes is you can take something that's just a little bit lighter than the colour of your base makeup. So I'm just going to take something a little tad lighter and just go over where my eyes sink and sag. Now, hopefully, this is going to make the bags look a little bit less prominent. I don't actually like touching these bits around my eyes because when you do, the initial thing that you're going to see is a little bit more accentuation. But as you work away, it will go dimmer. Next, I'm going to take a slightly lighter colour and just under the actual eye itself, just colour there a little bit, just to bring that out. Now, I do think that that's kind of bringing that a little bit lighter, and maybe the eye bags aren't quite as bad. Then the next thing is the nose. Now, nobody's ever happy with the nose. What I'm going to do is to just accentuate my nose, make it a little bit thinner and a little bit more prominent. So what I'm doing is I'm not taking a very, very deep shade. I'm going to take this slightly lighter shade. Can you see that? That's that one there. So I'm just going to take that down the sides of my nose and bring it out. And what that's doing is just making the nose that little bit thinner. Now, finally, what I'm going to do here is right down the sides here, because I've got a really round face. I'm just going to use what residue I have on the big brush right down the sides, just to bring the whole thing together. Now, I personally think that that looks a whole lot better. What you can do is play around with all these different colours. Like I say, there are a vast array of them. This is my first time and I will be playing around with them, so hopefully as time goes on I'm going to be able to master it and maybe even revisit this video, show you some more little tricks once I do get a little bit more professional, shall we say. Thank you for watching and I hope you found this helpful.